Alright, so anyway, let me see. Serbian official declares part of Croatia separate the 18th of March 1991. Slobodan Milosevic, the president of the Yugoslav Republic of Serbia, apparently sought to extend his influence today through the proclamation of a Serbian autonomous region in the area of Croatia, the neighboring republic to the north. Officials said that although Mr. Milosevic remains behind the scenes, he was clearly the mastermind of the declaration by Serbian leaders in the Krajina region, an area of southern Croatia inhabited by about 200,000 ethnic Serbs. The Serbian population has been restive since the Croatian nationalist government was elected a year ago, but given World War II and the Ustaše, it makes sense, but trust me, they had more than enough years of communism for that. Mr. Milosevic on Saturday declared that Serbia, the largest republic, no longer recognized federal authority and act tantamount to secession. The move has touched off a political crisis for Yugoslavia, which has seen rising nationalist and ethnic tensions since an era of strong central rule ended with the death of Tito in 1980. Yugoslavia is a federation of 6 republics and 2 autonomous provinces, with Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro, Macedonia and Serbia making the 6th, and 2 autonomous would be Vojvodina and Kosovo in Serbia itself. Last month, the Northwestern Republic of Slovenia and Croatia took legal steps towards succession, now visions of a greater Serbia. So the strategy of the 49-year-old Serbian leader, as he has hinted in the past, apparently is to create a greater Serbia. The role of Krajina apparently is to provoke surrounding Croatian communities to the point at which the predominantly Serbian Federal Army must intervene, or the JNA. Krajina could be then proclaimed as part of Serbia, connected to the republic by an ethnically Serbian corridor across Bosnia. This would destroy any semblance of Yugoslav federal unity. The Krajina Serbs have declared their intention to seek autonomy in August and again in October, but this was the first time they declared their region was separate from Croatia. A federal official said tonight that the Croatian authorities would not be provoked into attacking Krajina Serbs, and now Milosevic is weakened. Although he appears bent on pressing ahead with his plans, Mr. Milosevic has been weakened, starting with mass demonstrations against his policies in Belgrade on the 9th of March. On Friday, he and his Serbian ally in the 8-member federal presidency, Broslav Jovic, failed to gain executive endorsement of their proposal to call for a state of emergency and to mobilize the army. The vote was 5-3. Within hours, President Jovic announced his resignation from the federal executive and was followed on Saturday by the presidents of Montenegro and Vojvodina. Mr. Milosevic then threatened to immobilize the federal presidency by urging the dismissal of President Reza Stepanju from Kosovo. Stepanju. But Mr. Stepanju can only be removed by the Kosovo parliament, and Mr. Milosevic dissolved that body last July. So with that being said, Milosevic has been in a heated battle to remain the central figurehead and to keep the Serbian population under his control in all of the other republics, to stop them from breaking away or creating the greater Serbia, as we said. Now with that being said, we are here bringing live coverage for all the 6 republics, including the 2 autonomous provinces of Vojvodina and Kosovo, and other minor areas within the republics. But with that being said, our first stop was Croatia. Maybe we might go to Slovenia next week and see what is going on there. But with that being said, this is not the weekend news because it was recorded on a Monday, but we're still counting as such. Until then, I hope you enjoyed, I hope you learned something, and until next time, coming live from Zagreb, and I do have a meeting with Tudjman later on, so we'll get more analysis on what is happening in Croatia. But with that being said, this is ANN signing out for ANN Productions, and with that being said, I'm gonna call it now. These will be called the Yugoslav Wars. The 20th century has started in the Balkans, and now the 20th century will end in the Balkans. It was a turbulent time in the beginning, and now it would be a more turbulent, ethnically divided, and even genocidal time in the last 10 years of the 20th century. Only God knows, or Allah knows, or, well, any other God that you worship knows what will happen to Yugoslavia and the people within it. And with that being said, signing off from Zagreb, Croatia.